of the National Football League brings us to Northern California and Levi's Stadium in the South Bay in Santa Clara, California. This taken in at the 8-yard line. A good return as he takes it across the 30. First and 10. One of the tight ends motions right. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now Purdy gets this one into the hands of Juwan Jennings. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
One of the things that makes him one of the best receivers in the NFL, Mike, is his ability to create separation downfield. He makes it so easy for his quarterback to not only find him, but to constantly create a nice throwing window like he did right there.
First and 10. Purdy. Open receiver, the former Gator, it's Ricky Pearsall. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. First down, 49ers.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The pass protection's been a little bit shaky at times, and that was the case there. And even though they're not going to go down for allowing a sack, it was allowing the pressure that ultimately prevented that pass from being completed.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. Back to the air is Purdy. He'll locate his tight end, George Kittle. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Well, I think it's pretty clear what the week's plan was, and that was to get the quarterback in a rhythm right out of the gate. You got to imagine as the game unfolds, they'll sprinkle in some runs. But so far, it's been their passing game to get this game started, and that last one results in a first down.
Opening carry of the game for the versatile Christian McCaffrey. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. Now some movement up front. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time here today. Purdy now on second down. That's over the middle to Kittle. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. From the gun, it's Purdy. He finds his big receiver, that's Jennings.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and third down conversions. Now after that last third down pickup, it's first and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive and come away with 6.
Here's Purdy on first and 10. And he'll take it on in. Juwan Jennings. Touchdown, 49ers. Now Jake Moody for the extra point. He gets it to go. And the 49ers will take a 7-0 lead. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. To return is Greg Dortch. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. First snap, and Murray goes to the air. And they'll get about half of what they needed It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. They go play action with Murray. Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. A gain of 18 for number 18. And a first down.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
Off the play fake. Here's Murray. That's left side, and that's the tight end, McBride. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for the Pitt product, James Conner. Not much to speak of on that one, maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Murray. A short one here, caught by McBride. Murray on 3rd down. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's in. Trey McBride. Touchdown, Arizona. Chad Ryland now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Cardinals come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This taken at the 5. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
At their own 23-yard line.
Purdy works out of the pistol. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former Wolverine, the rookie from Michigan. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone. From the gun, it's Murray. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. All even on the scoreboard. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Murray. Over the middle, it's Harrison. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up 4th down. Chad Ryland on now for the field goal. This from 34 yards. Ryland's kick is good. And the Cardinals will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. To throw on first down is Purdy. A short one there, caught by Kittle.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
Throwing on second down is Purdy. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
If you want to play running back in today's modern NFL, Mike, you have to be able to be a viable weapon in the passing game. It's all about touches. It's not just about handoffs anymore. It's how many different ways can we get the ball in your hands.
On first and 10, it's Purdy. Open man is Jennings. Down the sideline. And he will score. Jawan Jennings. Touchdown, San Francisco. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. Dortch now to return it. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. On first down, it's Murray. Pass complete there to Harrison. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Second down, Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire. So the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
On third down, Murray. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete.
Man, he fit that one in a tight window. One thing he showed off was his arm strength and his accuracy, but in the grand scheme of things, it didn't really amount to much.
So, first and 10 here now at the 38. Going to work Connor in the middle here. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down. Out of the gun, it's Murray. He'll get that complete to Harrison.
Complete to Marvin Harrison Jr. A gain of 7. First down, Cardinals.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Throwing Murray. Catch It's made right side by Wilson. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
A gain of 12. And a Cardinal first down.
On the give, this is Connor. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Murray now on second down. He'll look middle and finds McBride as tight end. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot. To throw is Murray. He'll try to work the screen with Connor. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
Got his man at the 6. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Murray's going to throw again. That'll be taken in. It's Trey Benson. And they are all over that on defense. Good surge. Drops him back. Let's put him at the 9-yard line. The task a bit tougher as they face 2nd and goal. Again, it's Murray. To the outside, complete. It's Wilson. And he keeps the legs moving, able to get it down inside the 5. Third and goal. Throwing again is Murray. That one taken in. Zay Jones. Touchdown, Cardinals.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle 4, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the second quarter and the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
Kick is good. Makes the score Cardinals 17, 49ers 14.
So, final seconds of this first half. Looks like they'll take a lead into the locker room as the kick's away. A couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. 3 points, all that separates these two sides as half number 2 kicks off. Dortch now to return it. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Working out of the gun, Murray. He runs with it.
These plays just kill you on defense. The pressure's good, but you have to contain them. Quarterback does a nice job of escaping the pocket, turns into a runner, scrambles for positive yardage.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Now Murray. That's left side, and that's the tight end, McBride. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. They get 24 on that one. It's an Arizona first down.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Here's Murray to throw. A short one here, caught by McBride. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
This play is actually really well defended here. But I'll tell you, Mike, as you know, my philosophy is the tight end is always open, and this just supports my case.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay. They'll run with Connor. He'll get a couple of yards back, but it will be 2nd and long. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
Now Murray on 3rd and long. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. Chad Ryland on now for the field goal. Officially an even 50-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. So Ryland now, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Throwing on 1st down is Purdy. A short one there, caught by Kittle. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. Finding his tight end, Farrell. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
Purdy going to give this one to McCaffrey. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. They run once more with McCaffrey. And he's going to get him a first down here across midfield and down to the 45. Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. Here's a 2nd and 6. Here's Purdy. This is intercepted. That's the safety, Buda Baker. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. On first down, it's Murray. That'll be taken in by Connor. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Murray. Here's a shot toward the end zone.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Play action now. It's Murray. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. His 2nd grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
That ball caught. It's Zay Jones. Enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Play clock has expired. They're not going to get this one off on top. To throw again is Murray. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And this drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team.
Mike, I love studying the NFL and just seeing the amount of ways NFL coordinators are able to get their running backs now involved in the passing game. They're kind of chess pieces. They can move them out in the slot. They can put them out wide, of course, out of the backfield. It's a big part of today's modern NFL.
They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line. And that'll set up 2nd and goal.
Patience is a great quality of a running back. You have to wait for holes and gaps to develop. But in this case, Mike, he just kept waiting, and nothing ended up happening. No gain.
Murray now on 2nd down. Now he'll run. Hard running close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short.
Coming into the game, this is something defensively you have to be aware of. If this quarterback gets a chance and he sees some daylight, he's going to try to take it in on his own. But not in this case. They were quick to react, stop him short. Now brings up 3rd and goal.
He'll try and run with Connor. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. James Conner. Touchdown, Arizona. So on 3rd and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4-down territory. They didn't need to do it on 4th down. Taking care of it on the 3rd down for the touchdown.
Yeah, when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1. Everybody's looking to end every drive with 6, but when you can turn that 6 into 8, man, what a confidence boost coming off the field, and they're going to force their opponent now to start chasing.
This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Purdy. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Things certainly look a little improbable right now, Mike, but I wouldn't say impossible. I think they've got to capitalize on this possession to pick up some points. Every single possession right now is priceless. Points, possessions, and then they got to get some defensive stops.
First and 10. Purdy. He'll find his open man. That's Brandon Ayuk. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Now you start thinking situational football, Mike. We're under the 4-minute mark. They've got to go get a score here. Ideally, you want to do it on the plus side of the 2-minute warning, if at all possible.
To throw on 1st down is Purdy. Downfield, and it's caught by Ayuk. And he will score. Game on. Brandon Ayuk, touchdown, 49ers. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. Dortch now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Murray. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
He'll toss it to the right to Connor. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Murray. He's got his man. It's Harrison. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. It's a pickup of 13 yards. It's good for a Cardinals 1st down. On the handoff, it's Connor. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Second down and 8. They'll go right back to Connor. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Third and 6. They'll go again here to Connor. And he'll get this across midfield as it's brought down following a pickup of 5. So on 4th down, it's Blake Gillikin to punt for Arizona. Jacob Cowing deep to receive it. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. They'll drop to throw. The throw on the run is complete. And he's taken down up past the 35.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the intended receiver there. It's second down.
If you want to be a top-notch NFL DB, of course, yes, the athleticism is a given, but it's really, you have to be instinctive. The instincts are what allow you to maximize those physical skills, and you saw them on full display right here, leading in the big-time breakup.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. This is a tough spot. Third down and 10. Back to the air again is Purdy. The connection made to Ayuk. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
And after that completion, they don't have enough to move the chain, so it's all going to come down to this. If they want any opportunity to go down and kick themselves a field goal, they've got to convert here on this 4th down. They need their best play.
A gain of 11 there as the decision to go for it pays off.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. It's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
They'll throw again with Purdy. And this throw batted away and incomplete.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2-minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
He'll look underneath here for McCaffrey. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike, you never go broke taking a profit. Give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
And that is incomplete. They took the end zone shot on the final play. It's a heartbreaking finish, and this one will come to an end. So it's a win for the visitors, the Cardinals. And right away, you can point to the turnover battle. Always key. Tells the story so often. It did here again today. Their offense didn't turn it over at all. They finished on the plus side with the takeaways. And as a result, they're going to come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.